That's new.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah. So that's a new thing that we have added and implemented. I know we tried it before, but this one's a little different.
Yeah, guess how many different songs it sounds like.
It actually sounds like a handful of different songs.
Yeah, it sounds good. I like it.
I like it too. I mean, I'd like to take credit and be able to say that I did that, but I did not. Shout out to the guy who made it for us.
Yeah. What's his name?
Bradley.
Shout out Bradley.
Yeah, good guy.
Did you tell him about the podcast?
I think he knows. Yeah.
Okay.
He's well aware what it was for.
All right. Heck yeah, Bradley.
So, number 8
Number ocho.
on the books. Yeah. Nice Tuesday.
Yeah.
Man.
Good weather today.
It was a very nice day, at least compared to yesterday. Man, it's August already.
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel crazy?
Summer just went.
Not even
by.
just summer. I mean, July for sure is my favorite month of the year.
Oh, wow, because your birthday's in it.
Well, not only that, but also the 4th of July. And it's also peak times to do anything that's fun. I mean, you can always go outside, go do something.
Yeah.
Typically good weather. It's just not too hot depending where you are. But it's just kind of right there in the middle of the year. Feels good.
Yeah, July's a great month to just go outdoors and
It's a fantastic month.
hike, fish. Oh my gosh, I fished twice this year. I just realized.
Just twice.
Yeah. Maybe 3 times. I love fishing.
Yeah, I do too. I'm not very good at it though.
It's big fun.
Yeah, we went fishing in Florida.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun, but we didn't catch
We
anything.
didn't catch anything but I don't know, white sand.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay.
Yeah.
But anyways, you got a bear fact for us?
Do got a bear fact. Currently, approximately 8,000 bears are kept on bear farms in China. They are bred and kept in captivity so that bile from the gallbladder can be extracted for medicinal use. The bile is removed from the live animal through a catheter surgically implanted into the gallbladder.
We talked about this before. That was one of the bear facts, that the gallbladder is one of those
$1 to $210 a gram.
Yeah,
But,
crazy expensive.
Yeah, they got bear farms. I would want a bear farm, except I wouldn't take the bile.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty.
Their bile.
It's pretty brutal what they do to those bears.
Yeah.
Not a fan, but bear farms, huh? Bear farms in China. They've got lots of farms in China.
If you can farm it,
Farms and camps, yeah, they just got them all.
you can do it.
They do lots of stuff in China
They
that
do.
wouldn't be allowed to be done here in the
Yeah.
United States.
Jack Ma, the richest person in China in a communist country.
Yeah,
It's not possible.
it's not possible. He's an anomaly in the Matrix.
His brain is too big.
Is Jack Ma the Amazon guy in China?
Pretty much. And I also know he did something with pigs, I think.
With pigs?
Yeah.
What do you mean with pigs?
I don't know. He was a pig breeder or something like that. Unless I'm thinking of a different person, but I'm pretty sure it's Jack Ma.
Yeah, I just see that he's a Chinese business magnate, however you pronounce that. But yeah, he's worth a lot of money. Don't know exactly what he's done, what his portfolio looks like, but he's just an avid investor who's got a lot of money.
Just a little bit to play with.
Yeah, probably a very powerful man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You got anything to talk about?
well, yeah, of course I do. You said that you did.
I do too, but
Yeah, go ahead. No.
No. I asked you first. Go spill it.
Okay. I'm just thinking. I might take a break from using my phone
Yeah,
for
that's a good idea.
a while. No. Just I remember the last time that I was in between phones, so my phone broke. It was completely unusable. I couldn't get another one for about 2 weeks. It takes about a day or two to adjust to not having a phone around you at all times.
Mm-hmm.
But after those 2 days, it was honestly kind of amazing.
It was peaceful, probably.
It was so peaceful. I was just doing my thing, going out, doing whatever, and not having to worry about people always trying to contact me or getting emails or doing whatever, just living off the land, living off the reservation.
Yeah, I've gotten rid of social media for periods of time. Sorry, I don't know. It's very peaceful just to not have your phone blowing up with notifications.
Not only that, but just not having to worry about it. It's just in the back of your mind. It's not something that you're constantly thinking about, and you can use that energy and that time to focus on other things.
Yeah.
No, social media is brutal.
Yeah.
Do not like social media.
I only use Instagram and Snapchat. Snapchat actually used to be one of my main forms of communication. I did like everything. My Snapchat score was like 800,000. I know that's not even.
Gosh, you're so popular.
Yeah, I'm so popular, but there's people out there with millions. It's ridiculous. But
And to put me in perspective, I've got like 80,000 maybe.
yeah, you don't use Snapchat a whole lot.
Actually, not even that much. I think like 40,000.
You've used it more in recent times than you have in the past, but
I just don't care for that.
yeah,
You know, because
I'm
like
coming out of it.
just because if you want to talk to me or like you want to get to know about me or get in on my life and what I'm doing, then call me or text me. You don't have to go through my Instagram page or my Twitter feed. Not that I have one, and also not that I want one, but or a bunch of Snapchat posts or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just if you actually care, then come talk to me. I'm approachable enough.
No, you're a dick. No one wants to talk to you.
So you know what? And that's fine. I'm okay with that.
I mentioned this earlier. I think they should add something to the Olympics. Rap battles. I think America could take the gold and just about everything. But then it would come down to like, how do you translate that language and kind of rate how good it was?
What do you mean?
So
it's like the judges have to like give scores to the rap battles.
Well, I mean, how else are they gonna figure out who fucking bombed it?
I don't know. I mean, I guess that's exactly how they would try to do it, but then they'd have to get some good judges in there like Snoop Dogg.
Dude, oh my god, if we would take gold, we got Eminem, Tech Nine. I mean, if we're going for speed, Busta Rhymes. If we're going for like hardcore bars, Dr. Dre, Nas.
But I mean, like, how big is hip hop around the world? I mean, is there enough people that know about it and can do it for there to actually be a sport?
I would say in most first world countries.
But are there any sports in the Olympics that are non-physical, where it's completely mental?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You could say like shooting. Like,
yeah.
I forget what the name of that game is. It's not archery, because I know archery is an Olympic sport and that takes a little bit of physical demand, actually quite a bit. But
I mean, with shooting, you gotta be a steady hand.
Like long rifle shooting. I mean, yeah. So there is some physicality to that. But
yeah, so pretty much
to stand up on the stage and rap battle someone else and get a score.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know that they would go for that. I really don't. Even if there was a huge following behind it and people were like pushing for it.
I'll pitch it. I'll land this.
You'll pitch it.
I will land this.
Okay. So they're going to want to hear your perspective on this for sure, because you're so...
I'm the most important man in the world.
No, Jack Ma is.
We'll see.
Yeah, no, I don't think that would ever be an Olympic sport. But, it's a good thought. It'd be kind of fun to watch. They should do like an X Games. Like the X Games could do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the Olympics, because you got people from all around the world doing the X Games. And then, all right, this is our segment, the rap battle segment on the X Games.
There are those TV shows. I can't remember, Wildin' Out or something. No, that's just roasting. They do have like freestyle battles on TV.
Never heard of them.
Really?
No, never have.
I'm not lying. I swear I've seen something that's like there's like a host and I don't know what you got.
Nothing. I was just looking. But no, they're making all kinds of TV shows nowadays, like that new Dwayne Wade one that's kind of getting some waves where people have to compete inside of a cube, like a glass cube, and do like various tasks. I forget what it's called, but it seems, I don't mean to be rude, but it kind of looks stupid. It really does. Like there's that video that's been going around of a girl winning $50,000 and all she had to do was get all those red balls.
All the red balls out. Oh my god.
Yes, that's on Dwayne Wade's show.
That's the easiest $50,000 anyone will ever make.
I know, seriously. I mean, but there's also some things that she had to do before that. There's other challenges, but that was the last one that she had to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's completely mental. If you think about the pressure side of it, like I don't know how much time did she have?
Like 10 seconds. That's plenty of time to get all those balls out.
That's easy.
I mean, if you got big hands and long forearms and you just cup them basket them out.
Yeah.
That's what she did, and she did it just in time.
Yeah.
I mean, still, I mean, for TV, I wonder what the ratings look like. I mean, it seems somewhat compelling, but it looks stupid. It really does.
Yeah, they're just trying to pull shit out of their ass these days.
And it was like the new TV show they did about a year ago. It was the Hot Wings, the Hot Ones basically did a game show hosted by the same guy, Sean something. I forget his name, but he hosted the game show and had all kinds of people on. It was basically, like they do on YouTube, like the actual show that they do, but with random people, with guests, to make a game show out of it. I don't know if they're still doing it now. I don't know how well they did, but they're making game shows out of everything nowadays.
Yeah, honestly, like with Netflix, anyone can get a Netflix special. Anyone can get a Netflix original.
Yeah, I've seen some of those. What they should do in the United States are like the Japanese game shows. Have you seen those?
Oh, they go crazy. Like, who thinks of those?
They do nuts. They do nutso stuff.
If you haven't seen Japanese game shows,
But sometimes they're so random.
it's like, yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna pull something up so I can give an actual example, but they are ridiculous. Let's see. There's obviously the one that they do a lot, which is the slippery staircase.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone has to climb up that one. Let's see. Yeah, they have all kinds of these variety game shows. Like, oh no. Hold on, backing up. This is a compilations on YouTube of the weirdest game shows that you can find. So I'm looking at this, and
if you think about it, it's really easy to entertain Americans.
Well, not even that. It's such easy entertainment. I mean, you find something that, like what I'm looking at right now, there's this girl being mummified. They're like wrapping her in, it looks like silk or something.
I wouldn't trust that.
And I don't know what, they wrapped it over her head. And I don't know what any of the words mean. They just have like all these pop-ups of words like, oh, she did it. She looks like the mummy. Or something like that.
Oh my God. I would not feel safe doing that.
But they do all, I mean, now they're trying to blow like toy cars into each other's mouths. Like, I don't know. It's odd, but I'm just thinking that, you know what? It's actually entertaining. It's like somewhat entertaining to watch them do these crazy things, and it's kind of fun. I mean, our game shows in the United States are pretty standard. They're all
Family Feud.
Family Feud's good,
Yeah.
but they're all kind of similar. They all have the same
Vibe.
Yeah, and they have the same structure.
Yeah.
Game show, you have to do this or you fail. Like American Ninja Warrior, the Dwayne Wade show. You have the Family Feud show, you pit people against each other.
Remember A Hole in the Wall? It was on Nickelodeon. You'd have to like go and stand and like make a body position gesture.
Oh, I've seen that one.
The wall would come and you have to like fit the picture.
I remember that one. But also, do you remember the one where they had the tiles on the ground? You had to memorize the pattern.
Bro, people suck at that. I get so mad. Like, how do you not fucking remember that, bro?
It was so easy. But I feel like it's easier watching it from the top down. But like if you're actually in person, standing in front of it, and you had to memorize where it was, maybe it'd be a little harder. But I feel like they get the worst contestants to do it, just to like enrage everyone. Like, oh my God, I could do that. It'd be so easy. Yeah. Like, what's wrong with these people?
Exactly.
But I think that's the game. That's the gimmick that they pull.
Yeah. It's all about money.
Or maybe in that case, they're like the people on the contest and on the game show are actually already getting paid, and they already get paid to be on there. They just say, okay, the network's like, okay, you're gonna lose this one on purpose.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, trying to make compelling TV for people to watch. Like, okay, it doesn't matter. You're getting paid like whatever reward at the end. You're not actually getting that, but still act excited if you end up doing it. If we decide that's what we want you to do.
They just like give him the reward, and he's like stone faced, just sitting there like, I knew.
He's like, yeah, I'm not actually getting this, but thanks, y'all. They give him a big old cardboard check. He's like, yeah, try and go cash that somewhere.
Try and go into a bank with like a big ass check and be like, hey, put in my account.
Exactly. Like, remember like the Happy Gilmore bit after he won all those golf tournaments, and he had like his car was just full of these cardboard checks, and he's trying to cash them. They're like, we can't take this. But that's what's so funny with the cardboard check thing. They still do it nowadays. You see like people making really nice donations to charities and stuff with these giant checks. I mean, that's just for show, obviously. I'm sure that they're actually doing it with real money, real checks. But it's just this, promotional cardboard
You remember
check.
on The Office whenever they had like $500 and the giant check was like $200? Mike was like, "We need the giant check."
Oh, that's so funny. And I feel like one of the bits in the office was that it costed more money to make the check than the check was actually worth,
Yeah.
or something like that. But maybe I'm remembering that wrong. But yeah, that's a funny part of that episode. Man, I kind of felt weird today. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna like.
Enlighten me.
I got my first shot for the vaccine yesterday.
Nice.
Seems kind of late, but also I kind of wanted to wait just to see how everything looked. I also probably didn't really want to get it, but then again, I'm not doing it really for me, doing it for other people.
Yeah.
You could say that. But then the stiffness in my arm, it kind of feels that way, but then also I kind of feel a little groggy,
Yeah.
I don't really feel like doing anything. It was only the first one. Apparently the second one's way worse. So there's also been some studies that come out, or at least there's one in the last couple of days, that the efficacy of the vaccines gets worse and worse over time.
Yeah,
So-
you get boosters.
All right, people are talking about getting boosters.
Yeah.
And just
It's just going to be kind of like you get a booster every year or two.
right. And so then it becomes like getting a flu shot,
Yeah.
because you have to get your
Exactly.
annual flu shot, right? So then it just becomes a norm that you get your flu shot, you also get your COVID shot, and
I haven't gotten my flu shot in so long.
neither have I.
Like, who keeps track of that?
I don't think anyone does, really. I mean, it's kind of a personal decision. If you want to get your flu shot every year, go for it. If you don't, then you have to bear the consequences of getting the flu sometimes, or you maybe even get the vaccine for the flu. and
Have you
still-
ever had the flu?
Yes.
Oh my god, the flu is ass.
You've had it before?
I think I've had it one time.
I definitely had it once when I was a sophomore in high school, and it was the worst. It was literally the day when we went to winter break. I got it the next day, and I was bedridden for 5 days. It hurt to stand up. I could not stand up. Like, my whole body ached. I just had to lay in bed, and
Yeah.
people had to bring me food because I could not stand up. It hurt so bad.
Lazy.
It was so bad. But I've had COVID before, and COVID is nothing at all like
We don't know
the flu
for
is.
sure.
I mean,
You never got tested.
I never got tested, but I had all the symptoms. And it happened right around the time that everyone was getting it.
Yes, but that happened back in like
January.
January of 20.
Yeah.
So there were like 20,000 cases, 50,000 cases. I don't know what the exact number
That we
was.
know of. Because
Facts.
I never got tested. I mean, how many people do you think didn't get tested and thought it was the cold like me?
Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing about the COVID reports on how many people have it and stuff. You can't truly take that number of how many people are positive, because it's going to be way higher.
It could be, but also it could be way lower. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
all the people that decide they don't want to get tested, they probably feel fine.
Yeah.
And so they have no need, they don't feel any reason to get tested. And then the people that are asymptomatic, sure. But then that was early thinking. But now there's a lot of evidence that says that whenever you get it, you're typically going to have symptoms. And you're gonna notice it. You're gonna feel something. And so but then I don't know. The whole way that they keep track of things and they explain things to the public, it just feels so shady. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something about it that they try to tell you the truth, but they also kind of work a way around the truth sometimes. So best fit what they're trying to say, or what they're trying to get you to do, or trying to get you to think. It doesn't matter what political news network you watch. It could be any number of them. They all kind of do the same thing. And so there was a really good quote by Denzel Washington, I want to say years ago. And I guess it was after an award show or something. And it was, if you don't read the news, you're uninformed. If you read the news, you're misinformed. So then, what's the solution here? Why? I mean, it feels so odd that there's not a whole lot of
Real
networks,
news.
not a whole lot of push for people just to give the news,
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of money in it, so
Oh, yeah.
you can kind of buy what the public sees.
All right, public
So
opinion.
You can cover up whatever you want and make them say really whatever you want. We can't really believe everything that's been fed to us.
And I don't know that everyone thinks that way, and I wish that people would, that don't take the first article that you see as fact. I read a bunch,
You
Go
know,
see a handful.
see, you have to be able to see from multiple perspectives.
That's like we were talking about yesterday about the metal straw, where a woman died with a metal straw. I wanted to see there's a bunch of people dying. So you see that one article about the woman who died by a metal straw to the head. You're like, oh my gosh, all these people are dying by metal straws. We got to get rid of the metal. Well, you go back and you look through it. I'm pretty sure she's the one person that's died. So you take that one article and you think, oh, everyone's dying from metal straws. No, it's not the case. It was just one person. So you have to keep reading. You have to keep looking. And a lot of people don't do that because it takes time and it takes effort. And people just want to, something easy, something consumable that you don't have to spend a lot of time thinking about. And the worst thing that a lot of networks do is they, like political, whatever, news networks, they tell you how to think.
Yeah.
They tell you, here's how you should think. Here's how we think. You should also think this way too, because we're all on the same team. We're all doing this together. We all think this way, and so should you. And it goes back to, the two-party system and people. I don't mean to get all political, but everyone, like, they draw a line down the middle and says, we believe this thing and they believe this thing, and you either are 100% in or you're 100% out.
All right.
But not everyone's that way. I mean, there's bits and pieces from either side that you might believe in, and it's just different people's morality. And so you go back to picking a side, and it's just it's easy to find something that the network that you believe in, that you trust, that you get behind, and then just to gobble up everything that they say and repeat whatever they say. It sucks. People should do some more research on their own.
All right. Well, got a question for you. Do you have a song that
Okay, totally changing topics.
Yeah. Do you have a song that, like, whenever it comes on or you're hearing it somewhere, it just makes you want to move every fucking piece of your body? Like, when you hear the song, you're just like, oh yeah.
Like jumping out of your seat kind of thing?
Yeah.
I probably have a couple, but it just depends what kind of mood I'm in. Like sometimes I have that song and I'm in the mood for it, and it happens, I'm just bouncing around. But also sometimes maybe I'm not in the mood for it. I hear the song, I'm like, yeah, like, this is a good song, But yeah, I've got plenty of those songs, plenty.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing to have,
Yeah. Being able to get that excited.
Yeah, about a song that's playing. I mean, I try to have as many of those songs as I possibly can, But also you don't want to get tired of the same songs that you keep listening to over and over again. And I know I can be victim to that.
Yeah. We all can.
Yeah. I mean, also sometimes you got to put those songs away. You can't listen to them too many times.
Yeah, and then you come back to them like 2 years later and like, oh my God.
Yeah, love that song, that feeling. But yeah, you got some of those?
Oh yeah, I do have one. Whenever you watched The Dirt and you went through your Motley Crue phase.
Oh yeah.
We would be at Ben's, we'd be playing Smash, and you would always put on Kickstart My Heart, and I'm like, dude,
love that song.
Calm down.
It's so good. What are you talking about? It's still an amazing song.
No, like back then, I would just be like, God, like, calm down, like, and then now, anytime I hear Kickstart My Heart, I have to move every ligament.
Oh, so that's your song now too.
That's
okay,
definitely one of my songs.
Did you end up watching The Dirt?
I have not watched The Dirt.
Oh, you have to watch it.
Okay.
It's so good. You have Netflix, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then watch it.
All right, it's on
Netflix. Watch it tonight.
All
It's
right.
so good.
Definitely, we'll do that.
Ozzy Osbourne's in it.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's part of the story, kind of, because they went on the road with Ozzy as their warm up band,
Oh, that's cool.
as his warm up band.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I didn't know that.
And I'm not going to spoil one of the scenes, but they're at a pool party. Not a pool party, but they're at like a hotel or resort waiting for their gig, just chilling. And Ozzy comes over, just takes a leak, like right in the middle of this pool with all these people around. They're like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? And he gets down and he snorts it.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then, I mean, I don't know if he actually did that. I'm sure, because the actual guys from Motley Crue, they were producers in the movie.
Yeah.
So they had some input on, things that actually happened and things they talked about. And I think there was an interview with Nikki Sixx. He said, yeah, he actually did that.
Damn.
And there's also another part that you'll see.
I mean, he bit the head off of a bat. I wouldn't put it past him.
And he did something even better after he did that in the same scene. So, yeah, definitely watch it. If you haven't seen it, then it's also, full disclosure, lots of nudity. It's a very guy-forward movie because, I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's just like the guy's dream being a rock star and,
doing drugs.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Like, that's literally what it is. It's what it's about.
Yeah, that was the 70s and 80s.
And 90s. And 2000s. And today. That's what everyone's still doing.
Yeah, that's true.
But I can see nowadays things are getting less like that. I would say modern rock stars
Yeah. Yeah. I
aren't
can
so
see
much
that.
about the sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yeah.
I feel like most people are getting away from that, which is, I guess, a good thing. It just kind of takes the wild nature craziness out of
like rock and roll and
right. And so you got guys like Ed Sheeran. He's kind of pop, but he's, I wouldn't say he has rock songs, but he does like pop, and he's like, a really famous
he came
artist.
out. I think let me fact check this real quick, but I think I heard that he's gonna do a metal album.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. I went and saw him one time, and I know you know about this. It was a good trip. I wasn't expecting much, and I was thoroughly impressed because I don't really listen to his music at all. I was just going for someone else, and my gosh, that is a very talented individual. He's really, really, really good.
Yeah, he does have a way with the guitar. He said he is not opposed to making a death metal album.
What?
Honestly, I'd give it a listen. I do like metal.
He says that he's going to make it. He said he's not against it.
He's not opposed.
I can see
Doesn't
him
mean
just,
he's gonna do it.
he's he's probably worked on it before. He just got some like unreleased
yeah,
metal stuff that he's just storing,
definitely
saving for one day. Maybe he just decides, what, this is my last album. I'm going out with a bang.
Oh my god, that'd be so
And
crazy.
it's totally explicit and goes nuts.
Oh my god,
Like, this is not for Christina, and this is not for Kelly. This is for Jared and Jeff. Listen to this. But yeah, no, give The Dirt a watch. I did enjoy it, and I would say that most guys would. I don't think most girls would, but most guys would.
Yeah,
It's
it's a documentary.
It's a biopic, so it's just, is it biopic or biopic? I think it's
biopic
or whatever it is. It's a theatrical retelling of their story. And I thought it was good.
Yeah.
And I think about this COVID shot, and I was thinking about this yesterday, is that, so they gave me the shot, and before I leave, the lady's like, okay, just sit around here inside the Walgreens for another 15 minutes, and if you feel anything, if you feel dizzy or whatever, then let us know. Otherwise, you can leave. I was thinking, like, oh gosh, like, is something going to happen to me?
Am I going to have a seizure?
She's like, what's about to happen? So I kind of like just walked around the store and just browsed random stuff.
Yeah.
And then after about 10 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm fine. So I just left. But then I got my truck and I started to drive away, and I was like, oh, I kind of feel like weird, like dizzy or something. I don't know what's going on. But then I thought a little bit longer, and I was like, no. I'm just,
You're overthinking.
my brain is convincing me that I feel like this way just because she said that I might,
Placebo effect.
Right. And I got to thinking again, like, there's so many times where you can convince yourself that, like, there's been stories of people who got deathly ill just because they thought that they were sick, but they actually weren't. There's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
But their brain convinced themselves and their body that they were sick, but there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
And so I guess that was part of the effect of thinking that something could be wrong with me or something could be happening. I definitely feel some more tenderness in my arm at the injection site, but other than that, I do feel a little lethargic maybe, but maybe that's also part of my own placebo effect, thinking, oh, I got a shot yesterday. I should feel woozy in some kind of way.
Yeah.
But the more that if I sit here for 5 minutes, I'm like, no, I'm perfectly fine. I'm going to go do all these things. And I get up, I guarantee I'll feel perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Just like I thought I would.
What would you do if you woke up tomorrow and your arm fell off while you were sleeping?
My arm fell off?
You're at the shoulder. Just,
I would be thoroughly surprised.
Yeah.
Maybe because out of all the millions of vaccine doses that have been given out, that hasn't happened to anyone, as far as we know. So I would be impressed. You know what? I would be number one. I would be patient number one with the arm fall off syndrome.
The odds are low, but never zero.
Exactly. You know what? Maybe it could happen. Maybe it could. And now I'm scared.
Good.
And now my arm's trying to really hurt. But now it doesn't actually. It feels fine. I have to work out too. That's another thing. Like, even though that I feel slightly lethargic, maybe because I'm convincing myself that I am, like, I don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah.
Like, even right now, like doing this podcast, like I'm okay with doing it, but also at the same time, like, rather than like go, whatever,
Yeah.
go do something else. But now I was like, I want to do the podcast. I know that I do.
Yeah.
And I want to spend time with it. But
that can be a problem because, like, you want to go do things and then you sit there and you're like, I feel like just sitting in this fucking chair.
Right. Sometimes you have to do things that you just don't want to do.
But that makes us who we are.
But I do want to do this. That's the thing, though. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like I do thoroughly enjoy producing this and being a part of it. But then, whether it's working out or eating good food, not eating a bunch of sweets, or going to work or whatever it is. I mean, you still have to do things that you don't want to do. And a lot of people can do it. A lot of people can pull that off, but there's another level of self-motivation that comes into play there, that it kind of separates people from others, is like being able to just strap down and say, what, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm just going to do it. And sometimes it's helpful, especially when there's someone on your back trying to tell you to do it. They can kind of give you motivation, like a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Or a parent. Like, yeah, you're going to go to work. You're going to get up and you're going to go to work. Or a life coach, maybe. Sometimes that can be helpful for some people, but I think for the most successful people, they have an intrinsic motivation to do whatever it is.
Do explain what intrinsic means.
Just,
I don't think I've ever heard that word.
Like internal, like I'll give a real definition of it, but it's just like naturally a part of you.
Okay.
It's like it's a value all in its own. So it can't be altered. It can't be manipulated in any way.
It's just like how you are.
Exactly. So it's just something that's it's a adjective. It's a characteristic that is innate.
Okay.
Just a part of you. So like I said, an intrinsic motivation to do whatever it is that they feel compelled to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, grinding, just going, working. And I feel like it's easier and easier nowadays to not have that because there's so many ways to be entertained. You have
it's everywhere.
Have all these great ways. I mean, like all the abilities to be comfortable in life are so readily available nowadays, whether it's cheap entertainment or plentiful food.
Yeah.
Or, just, or having a relationship with someone and it just being super easy and whatever, you kind of just do whatever. And then now you have no ambition because you have really the three things that you want. You've got a relationship that feels okay. And, whether or not you're intimate with that person or not, but you've got food available. You got a roof over your head. You've got
an iPad, an iPhone, and a TV.
Exactly. So you can just sit here and you're totally comfortable.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Okay, Steve Harvey.
I forget that he does motivational talks.
He does. He has said some great words.
He does. He has said some great things. I don't mean to preach, but maybe I'm just trying to hype myself up for this workout later, or to just go up and go do something.
Gosh, whatever your routine is, man.
Yeah, I mean, having a routine helps a lot too.
Yes.
Like having a solid routine, like the real circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
Having that and doing it and like even if you have it, it's kind of hard to break it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like once you establish it, it's there. So then it gets easier and easier to do it.
Yeah, it becomes a habit.
Exactly. So those habits, they just manifest and you kind of end up doing them. So if you set a bunch of good habits and good routines, then it just comes second nature to you.
Yeah.
To practice good habits. And only when something, I don't know, crazy happens in your life that maybe you'll end up breaking that rhythm. And I would say the biggest rhythm that I break that I do not have consistent is my sleep schedule. Because some days I'll go to sleep at 11:30 or 12:30, but then other nights I'll go to sleep at 1, 2, or even 3.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I'm looking at stupid things on the internet or YouTube, or in the nights that I end up going to sleep at a pretty decent time, it's like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep, but I'm going to wake up at this time in the morning, and I end up doing that.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard for me to like keep doing it consistently.
Yeah.
At least enough to create that habit.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you have that rhythm and it starts to get to that time, like let's say it's midnight, it's usually when you go to bed.
Yeah.
And you've been doing it about 4 or 5 days in a row, you start to feel tired.
Yeah.
And so it's easier to fall asleep.
Yeah. Normally I try to be in bed like at midnight.
Yeah.
I try to be asleep before 1, but in bed at 11:30 midnight. Because I hate sleeping in. Like if you sleep in till like 11 or 12, like if you don't have to like wake up and go to work, I just hate sleeping in like that. I don't know why my voice is.
Maybe you're a little too close to the mic.
Am I?
You're just right up on it. You're fine.
Yeah, but if you like sleep in, you wake up at like 11 or 12 and you're like, well, the whole morning is gone. And then once it gets to be like 10, 11, like later that day, it's just like, well, I'm not tired.
Right. That's the trap that I fall into sometimes. Sometimes I'll stay up later and I'll sleep in later. And so it just reaffirms sleeping in late and going to bed late. So I really have to be conscious in trying to go to sleep at a decent time. Otherwise, I will not. Naturally, I feel like a night owl.
Yeah.
I can just stay up all night if I really wanted to, unfortunately.
What was the last time you pulled an all-nighter?
I think it was about a year ago, I want to say. And it wasn't really intentional. I was just having a good time with friends and we were just hanging out, and whether or not there were drinks involved, but we just stayed up all night. This is what ended up happening.
Yeah.
Saw the sun come up. We're like, wow, probably should have gone to bed like a few hours ago. But we were just having too much fun.
Now.
Yeah. But that was also back in the
Like
heart of
COVID.
COVID lockdowns. Can't go out, go do anything. So all you could really do is just hang around with whoever was around.
Yeah.
Just do whatever. Play video games, watch TV, talk. And
Be less than 6 feet away from each other.
Exactly. So there wasn't a whole lot going on anyways. So I feel like it was a pretty good time to pull an all-nighter. But recently I haven't had any aspirations of doing so. Been trying to go to sleep earlier in general and actually have a consistent work schedule. The last few nights I've stayed up later just trying to plan things for the future, like over at least the next month. Just have some things in order that I want to accomplish. And one of them too was this podcast. There's some things that, like the song that we just started using, or going to start using at least.
I'm
That was something.
saying like
What?
I'm just, never mind.
You're saying yeah too much?
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Like,
Literally.
that's a good one.
Do you remember when Dad made me pay him 25 cents every time I said like or literally?
The like and literally jar.
Oh my God, that thing got kind of full.
It did get pretty full. I'm actually surprised you had that many quarters laying around.
Do you not keep spare change?
I mean, in the last year now.
Oh my God, dude, I've kept a spare change thing since like middle school.
Is it that milk jug?
It's been transferring through. It went from like a cup that you drink out of to the milk jug, and it's gonna. Eventually, I want to fill like one of those 5-gallon like office water station things. I want to fill one of those with coins,
And then take it to the HEB, to the coin exchange, and just dump it all out and get
take it to a bank because they don't take a fee. If you take it to like one of those coin exchange things, they take like a 5% or 10% fee or something like that. So whenever you get your money back, actually, I think it's like a 1% fee. So if you dump like $100 in there,
they'll give you $1, or they'll take $1 away from you.
I think no, it might be 11%.
I feel like it's more than that.
Yeah, but I know the last time I did it, the first time I ever cashed in on my coins, I put like $130 worth of coins in there, and then they took like 10 or 12 bucks or something like that, and I was like, damn, it's like a meal.
I was about to say it's $10. So if you go to a bank with all that change, they'll take it.
Yeah.
What are they going to do with it? Just throw it in the vault?
I don't know.
I wonder if I'm sure they have one of those coin counting machines around there somewhere.
Yeah. Whenever I was like, because whenever I took the coins to go exchange them, I told Dad, I was like, I'm gonna go exchange these coins, and he was like, all right, have fun. I get back, and I was like, yeah, the coin machine took $10, and he's like, you should have went to a bank, and I was like, well, you should have fucking said that whenever I walked out in front of you.
So you just went up to the grocery store and did it there?
Yeah. I mean, I still got like $120 or something like that. I was happy.
Nice.
I do have another jug started. It's been going for about a year now. I would say
Another coin jug.
Oh yeah, always got to keep on going.
How have you been spending cash in the last year? Because most places don't take cash anymore.
I mean, I guess whenever I get cash, whenever I have coins lying around.
Well, I've got some coins in my truck you can have.
For real?
I usually don't keep my change. Yeah.
Oh my God, please.
Yeah, you can have it. It's all yours.
I will take it. Is it a bunch of pennies and like nickels?
No, there's nickels and dimes. It might be a quarter or two.
Oh my God, yes.
Man, you sound so Jewish.
Fun fact, I'm not.
I thought you were just saying, I am Jewish. Yeah, you look Jewish. You got that big O nose.
Your nose is bigger than mine.
No, it's not.
Don't even talk right now.
No, you have the biggest nose. Amongst everyone, you got the big nose.
I don't think I have the big nose. Dad's got the big nose.
That's where you get it from.
Well, you got it too, asshole.
Man. Okay, I want to talk about when I was in Garden City, when I was playing baseball, my freshman year in college. Because I've had this thought, and it's one of the only things that kind of stuck with me when I was there. Not only things, but it's one of the few things that I actually learned as an experience as a whole from being there. It was a mantra, an idea, a thought process, a mentality that basically our coach would just say all the time to us, whenever something bad happened, like whether we missed a ball in the infield or we struck out or, they got a base hit and we were pitching or something like that. It was always, so what? Who cares? It's always, so what? Who cares?
Okay, so what if it's bottom of the ninth and there's a runner on second and third and they bunt and y'all biff the throw? He's just like, we just lost the college world.
Right. Okay. So at that point, it's not.
So what?
Okay. So it's right. So
Yeah, sorry to spin
you got the point. You got the point. So, and gosh, that was over 3 years ago, and I still remember having that mentality. And it was probably one of the most important things that I did learn. It was that, there's so many things that bad things that happen in your life. I mean, it happens all the time.
All the time.
Every day. There's something bad that happens. Like you drop your food in the ground. Like, dang, it's over. It's gone. But then again, you're like, all right, so what? Who cares? Find some new food.
Yeah, 'cause just life keeps going.
All right. Life will keep going if you just sit there, right?
Yeah, nothing else stops.
Right.
I've kind of had the mentality of shit happens,
Right.
I think the first time I saw shit happens is when I watched Forrest Gump and the person drove by and there was a bumper sticker that said shit happens. That was the first time I ever saw that. And I was like, huh, shit does happen.
It does. Henry, he was on yesterday. We were talking afterwards. And I guess one of us said something. And he's like, yeah, I like that. I like those sayings that are, it is what it is. Or that's how she goes. Or
even though it's kind of cliche, like it is what it is.
Like it's what happens, Either you pick up and move on or you don't. And if you don't, then you get left behind. It's just kind of how things go. So, I mean, going back to, so what? Who cares? So we're going to post these podcasts and we're going to figure it out as we go. And it's going to be fun. I enjoy it. Hopefully you do too.
I do.
Yeah. So we're going to get some haters. I know we are. There's going to be some haters because I know the episodes 2 and 3.
I'm going to get so mad at them and I'm going to respond to every single response. And I'm going to win all those battles.
You can do that all you want, but don't bring me into this.
I'm going to use your name in this stuff.
You're going to say that I'm saying it?
Yeah. I'm gonna say like I said something and then you said something. So we got like 2 people talking, but like you don't have to do anything. I just need the rights to use your name.
You don't have the rights. So sorry.
How much? I got cash.
No price.
I got coins.
You don't want to fight those battles. I know that you're kind of kidding, but at the same time,
I am kidding.
It's just like, come on. I mean,
people are going to say what they're going to say. You can't control what comes out of other people's mouths.
Yeah. So what?
Yeah.
Screw it.
So what?
Let's just do it.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Let's just go. It'll be fun.
That's one thing that we did in baseball before. Like we did a game. We were like all in a huddle right before the game started. We would finish the breakout. Like we put our arms in the air and go, fuck them.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, we got pretty loud against McCallum. The rival.
They say that's a rivalry, but when I was there, it really wasn't. It just felt like another game.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the high school rivalries, they can be real sometimes. Like here in Austin, the Lake Travis Westlake game, that's a rivalry one because they always it's either Westlake or Lake Travis that wins state every year.
Every single year.
Every year. And they always have the best athletes, whether it's basketball or football. Lake Travis, yes, for baseball, at least when I was there. I think Westlake's had a drive spell in baseball, but they always have the best players, and they always win everything.
Wow.
So that's a real rivalry. But I feel like in general, high school rivalries that they've been around for so long. It's like, no, I mean, not really. I mean, I actually played baseball with that guy growing up, so I don't know.
we're cool.
Yeah, we're cool. We got no problems here.
Yeah, I guess it's just a patriotic feeling of, working or not working, but being for some part of a team.
A sense of nationalism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. High school is a nationalism.
Are you gonna go back to your high school reunions and be like, gosh, the glory days. Gosh, I miss being here.
Oh, I do not.
Are you gonna go to your high school reunions?
I'll go to a few. I'm not going to go to every single one of them. Honestly, I might not show up to one for like 10 or 20 years. Like, I'm not super intrigued with it. I might come back and.
No, you should go to the first one and just see how many people show up with their Anderson class rings on.
Oh my God.
All the people that bought high school class rings.
Not to just clown them, but.
If you bought one of those, you're a sucker. You really are. They got you. They got you.
You graduated high school.
I mean, because whenever you graduate, they throw this entire pamphlet of things that you can get with
there's so much money in there.
Like picture frames, and you have to either buy or rent your cap and gown, and they've got like magnets and buttons and yard signs and class rings,
Mouse pads.
yeah, and class rings in high school. I wonder how much those cost. I forget. Were they like $100 or something like that?
They were like upwards of 50 for sure.
Oh yeah, they were.
And they probably take like $4 to make.
They were fairly expensive. I mean, they're made out of probably some kind of cheap aluminum metal, and then it has like a plastic gem looking thing that's red, even though our school colors are blue and gold. And gosh, yeah, if you bought one of those, it doesn't matter where you went to high school, you got. They got you.
They got you.
They got you.
You are not that guy.
But that's the thing, though. Is like, I wonder how many people bought one, and either it's sitting on a shelf somewhere, they're like, yeah, I'm really proud of that, or they're still wearing it.
Oh my God. If you wear your class ring, like just in public outside of high
I can understand a college class ring. That makes a little bit of sense. I get that. I know that's an Aggie thing. At Texas A&M, lots of Aggies get their class rings and they like to wear them.
Yeah.
And I know a handful of guys that have graduated from UT and they've got their class rings and they wear them every now and then. Like, that's kind of cool, I guess. But then after a few years, you just kind of put it down and it just sits on a shelf somewhere. I mean, it's fine. It's a memento of some kind.
Yeah.
But then a high school class ring. Think about that.
The good days.
The good old days of high school. That's like Uncle Rico-esque. It's like, man, back in 79, we wouldn't have been state champs. You just put me in the fourth quarter.
Blew out my ankle.
The coach wouldn't put me in.
Yeah,
Things would have been different.
There is, I guess, one aspect of being in high school that I do miss is being like a minor and
not having any responsibilities.
Yes, no responsibilities, living like not fear free, but you know how when you're in high school, like you're invincible, you feel invincible. Like if I fall, I'm not fucking hurt. I'm not a bitch.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
But yeah.
What, do you feel like you're getting older now?
Well, I'm not saying I feel like I'm getting older, but I can see it coming.
You can see yourself getting older and be like, dang, I can't hop up on those steps like I used to.
Well, I mean, that's not for like 20 years, man.
20, man, that's not very long.
All right, let's go with 30.
Okay, 30 years.
I was like 30. But see, I'm going to get old man back. Like the hunchback thing, I kind of have bad posture. So like.
So fix it. There you go. Just flex those muscles.
I don't know if y'all heard the pops in the mic. I really doubt it, but
you popped your back just now.
Yeah, whenever I put my shoulders back, just
man, your back is flimsy. It's not gonna last very long.
Yeah, gotta get a new one. Gonna get a back job.
Get a back job. That can mean a lot of things.
Oh, let's rephrase it. I'm gonna get
get your back done.
A realignment on my shoulders.
On your shoulders? That has nothing to do with your back.
Well, I mean, my shoulders are the ones that slouch forward.
Right, so it's strengthen your back muscles. Your rear delts. Dad. No, seriously. Go to the gym more than once a week. Not to say like, oh yeah, I am the peak of physical excellence. I'm not, but at least I try every day, you know. And there's days like I said, I don't really want to go all the time, but I do, and I do it anyways because I know that it's what's best for me.
Oh.
In the days that I don't really feel like I have it and I can't really get a full workout in that I feel good about, I just go in and do something. Just if you feel sore, if you feel tired, just do something.
Yeah.
You know? Just go and do something.
Yeah. I don't take it as a workout, but whenever I go do skateboarding, I mean, you get out of breath. Like it takes a lot of mental focus and concentration to really like do that stuff, and as I'm learning, I am getting a little bit better. I did hit a milestone today. I got my ollie over a piece of wood, so I was able to move and jump over something. So I'm getting somewhere.
Nice.
Pretty damn excited about that. But one other milestone I did have today is in the past I've fallen and just fallen, maybe rolled a little bit. I had a slam today, lost my footing, rolled over, hit my back on the ground, and as I was like rolling backwards, my knee came over. Have you ever kneed yourself in the face?
I have done that, yeah.
That is the worst. My head was already on the ground and my knee came over the top and just like hit me on the forehead and like pinched my head. I was like, ooh.
I think there was a time, maybe it was in high school, I almost knocked myself out by kneeing myself in the head. Like I dove for a ball. I like rolled and almost like I was concussed. Like I was practically concussed just laying on the ground. I was so dazed. Yeah. Yeah, I've kneed myself in the head before, yes. Unfortunately.
Long leg thing, I guess.
Maybe. I mean, I guess not everyone can knee themselves in the head. Or actually, maybe you can.
I asked David. He said he's never done it.
Well, what is that? That model? The Vitruvian Man.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know if it's Vitruvian, but I know what you're talking about. Of like all the human poses or whatever.
Not the human poses, but just like the symmetry of human beings.
Yeah.
So your arm span is the same thing. It should be the same as your height, typically. Right? So you're symmetrical. So if maybe, some people have longer legs than others. Some people can't do it. Some people just have short, stubby legs.
Yeah.
Not to hate on people with short, stubby legs, but also having long legs kind of sucks sometimes too.
Yeah.
It really does.
It has its, like being tall has its perks, but it definitely has its disadvantages. Like there are certain cars that I want to drive in my future, but I don't fucking fit. And that kind of sucks.
Yeah. That's the thing. And also, if you're playing hide and seek,
nope. No
you can't
hide and
fit.
seek.
You can't fit anywhere.
You are the seeker.
You are 100% always the seeker. You are not allowed to be a hider if you're tall. Or maybe you can be. You can just pretend to be a tree. But yeah, no. I feel like most people should be able to knee themselves in the head.
If you ever feel like it, just kind of like sit forward and try and knee yourself in the face. If you can do it, then give yourself a pat on the back. I don't know. I saw this thing on Instagram. There was an asteroid like in the solar system. It's called asteroid 16 Psyche. It's made up entirely of nickel, metallic iron, and solid gold. The entire asteroid is worth $10 quintillion.
Go get it.
I was honestly like, after I read that,
What if Jeff Bezos goes out and gets that?
he would give every person on Earth $1 billion. Like if we do the math, if we captured that, every person on Earth would have $1 billion if they had their fair share of it. But then
That's not exactly how it works.
I know, because then once we get it, then the scarcity of it shoots the fuck down, and then it's not worth anything.
All right, so then why would I want your nickel if I've got plenty of my own?
Yeah.
So it's not really worth anything anymore.
So if Jeff Bezos gets it, he's probably the richest fucking person on Earth.
Isn't he already?
He is one of them, but he would be the richest person in history, my bad.
Oh, the richest person in history.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he already is the richest person in history, at least based on inflation. No?
No. Do you not know who the richest person in history is?
Is it Rockefeller?
Genghis Khan.
Oh, what?
Dude, he was worth like $400 trillion.
Really?
Like 1 trillion golden schmeckles.
Wow. How? Is it just from like...
He conquered like all of Asia and over like 75% of Western Europe.
Well, I know that he basically controlled half the world at one point in time.
Yeah, I mean, through that, if you take out Europe, that's money is over there.
I've always known that Genghis Khan and Kublai Khan and that whole
Family line.
yeah, that they had a lot of conquering going on, and they basically ruled everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are related to them because wherever they would go, they would just rape a bunch of women and then move on. So there's a lot of Genghis blood out there.
Yeah, I've heard that story before.
Sorry to just like fucking
That's okay.
pull that out.
Yeah, and that's a thing that happened. That's part of history. But I guess it also made Alexander the Great really wealthy too, because he was going around conquering. I mean, almost all of Europe and down through Turkey, and into China. I think he had Alexandrias that went past Persia, which would be India. I wonder if people cite Alexander the Great as the greatest conqueror of all time. Let's just see.
I would definitely say it's Genghis.
Let's see the greatest conqueror. Yeah. Okay. So Genghis Khan.
Get fucked.
Well, I knew it was Genghis Khan. Like in terms of square miles, yes, he conquered the most. It's not even close.
But I mean, wealth-wise, if you conquer all of those civilizations, you're going to accumulate all of their wealth.
I don't know. I don't think it just works. It equals that way, but maybe it does. But he conquered almost 5 million square miles.
Holy fuck.
It's a lot of miles.
That's a lot of miles. You could build a lot of skate parks.
5 million square miles.
That's a big-ass hot tub.
Yeah. And Alexander the Great would be not a close second because he's like, I mean, it's still a lot. 2.1 million square miles.
That's still a big-ass hot tub.
That's a very large hot tub. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, Egypt into Asia. I mean, he had this. He went all the way down from Macedon, which is kind of I think Macedon's about.
It's like north of Greece.
It's like north of Greece, but also a little bit
East.
west. I think it's like northwest of Greece.
Really?
I think
I
so.
think it's northeast.
But Macedon's still a thing nowadays.
Yeah.
Macedonia.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Macedonia.
Macedon.
It's not a country. It's just a
Island.
It refers to like to an area.
Oh.
Like, yeah. So it works kind of through the middle of Greece, goes through Bulgaria a little bit, and then around Albania. That's around Greece. It's like North Greece. That's Macedon, but it refers to like a general area.
Yeah.
So he started there, and he just went. He just went. He just went and conquered 2 million square miles. You got anything on your mind? You're sitting there with a blank stare.
I was just thinking about like the amount of leverage you would have to pick up girls. Yeah, I've conquered 2 million square miles of land, and I'm about to take yours. So you want to accompany me tonight?
I don't know that that's how that works. Pretty sure. At least
Get a
back.
time machine figured out. Fuck ass.
Okay, then you know what? No, you figure out the time machine. You go back there and you tell me how it worked.
I will gladly do that. I will take you with me. If I built a time machine, I would not build the time machine because I know for a fact that I would be that one guy that fucks it up, and then they know. I would do that stupid shit. I don't know.
Yeah, you probably would. You screw it up
Yeah,
in some way.
choke it.
You probably go back to
I think my computer just died.
the early 20th century Europe and go find Hitler and let him into
Go
the
to World War One,
architecture school.
like 1916, and be
Didn't you want to be an architect?
I honestly would not mind doing architecture.
No, I'm saying like, wasn't he trying to be an architect?
Who?
Hitler before.
Dude, I have no idea. You're asking. Go ask him.
Well, it's a little too late for that. Do you still believe that the people that believe that he's still alive? You think he's hiding somewhere at the ripe age of like 100 years old?
I doubt it. He would not be alive today, but I don't. There's kind of two schools of thought. He either died there or he got out. I don't necessarily agree or disagree with either. I mean, they say like he killed himself underground or whatever.
In a bunker?
Yeah. I don't know how much I believe that because with those bunkers, I mean, he controlled all of Germany. He would definitely have had some kind of plans, some kind of escape. I mean, all those kind of famous figures have ways in and out.
But he stayed into it till the end.
That is true.
He stayed into to the very end. When basically, I mean, he was still alive when they technically had lost the war. And they were coming for him.
Yeah.
And they knew that they were coming for him.
Yeah.
So then my recommendation to you is to watch I guess it is a biopic or biopic called, I think it's Downfall. It came out a little while ago. And it's basically a 2.5 hour documentary. I watched it probably about a year ago during COVID about what happened during World War II, like basically to the midpoint and to the end, to the downfall of
Germany,
the Third Reich. And it's told through the perspective mostly of his hired secretary, who's still alive in the filming of the documentary.
Wow.
And so she told the stories about what happened in there.
Wow.
And it's very interesting. So
I do want to watch that.
So she was very old, obviously, because this was filmed in 2004, but she was barely still alive. I think she passed away within a few years after they filmed this documentary.
Yeah, they come and whacked her.
And so, and so she had like these notes, and she had all these memories about what happened, what went down, and she worked in the same bunker that he was working out of because she was his secretary, and she was like, yeah, like he killed himself. Because in the film, he takes the cyanide pill and shoots himself. So he
doubled down.
He doubled down. He did not want to be alive when they found him.
Yeah.
So that's how she tells the story. And I would say if anyone knows what happened, it would probably be her.
Yeah.
Figuring that she was his secretary and that she was still alive to be able to tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
But it was actually very interesting to hear and see what he was like as she kind of explained his mantras, mannerisms. You've seen like those videos, I wouldn't say they're famous, but you've seen them around of a person playing Hitler and like getting mad and talking about war plans. That's from that movie.
Oh.
And everything's in German, so you have to read everything through subtitles.
Yeah, that's fun.
So, and it's great. It's
one thing I do want to read a book is Hitler's famous book. You know it?
Oh, I know it.
Mein Kampf.
Why would you want to read that?
Honestly, I mean, it seems interesting to a kind of like a dark way because it was.
I'm pretty sure it's one of the most best-selling books on Amazon.
Yeah, he's locked in a prison. And it's just I don't know exactly. Go figure out what it's about. My computer died.
Mein Kampf? Your computer died. Where's your charger?
Right behind me.
Oh, okay. Let's see if you can buy Mein Kampf on Instagram, on Amazon.
You could probably get definitely an English translation.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just gonna get it in German and figure out German while I try and read it.
Basically, you can read Mein Kampf and you can read the Communist Manifesto, and you can get it for 45 cents.
You're fucking lying.
On Kindle.
Oh.
You can get a hardcover for $8.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But you can also get a paperback version of Mein Kampf for $20.
What about is the $8 hardback? Is that Mein Kampf? Or
No,
is that
that's
Communist Manifesto?
That's the Karl Marx book.
I do want to read both of those just because it's a part of history and
kind of, yeah. I mean, it is.
Not that I'm a fucking communist.
I mean, it's better to know about it than not. I mean,
yeah,
be informed and have an opinion about it.
I think history is really interesting. Like war history is really interesting to me.
It is. No, it is very interesting, and not enough people read it and read about it because we keep doing the same stuff over and over again. Like, what was it? It was the lists that people were making who voted for Trump. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna come after and get you. Like, you voted for him, so you're going on. You didn't hear about this? No. People were trying to make lists of people who voted for Trump after he lost, or even I guess in the 2016 election even. But then that's the type of thing that they did.
I've never heard this.
Yeah, they went around and they were pushing for it. I don't think it got any ground, but that's something that people were saying. Like, yeah, you're never gonna get a job again. We're gonna find you and we're gonna dox you, and
It's just the problem with politics is people get way too fucking into it.
I know.
Like, there's no need for that.
I know. Just
let me live my motherfucking life how I want to live it.
Exactly. Just the freedom, baby.
Yeah.
You got to fight for it. Freedom ain't free. It's true. Because if you don't fight for it, then who is?
You know, I was thinking about the other day. At some point, like in our childhood, mom would show us stuff from their childhood or pictures of them and whatever, and just kind of like look at stuff from their time. And I was just thinking about like, what am I gonna show my kids? And I was like, oh, I got this stuffed animal I got freshman year, and
You got some pretty nasty GTA clips. God clips like, yeah, look at this time that I went 30-1.
Bro, look at this fucking mercy kill. I fucking went off with the ballista.
Yeah, this was me when I was 18 years old. Look what I did.
Yeah, but I was going to be like, yep, this is the Minecraft world I started when I was 12.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder what things will look like then.
Yeah. I wonder how different Minecraft... I mean, there's a meme about it. Minecraft will get its last update one day. And I was thinking about it. I was like, I mean, it is true. They're going to run out of shit to put in that game.
Yeah, they're going to run out of stuff to do. But it could take a while.
Oh, they'll take their time.
I mean, it's the best selling game of all time.
Tetris.
No, Minecraft passed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. Fuck yeah, Minecraft.
I'm almost positive. I'm going to double check real quick.
I'm almost positive it's Tesla. Tetris.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure it is. I remember seeing somewhere either it was close or it did pass.
They're the top two. I know that.
Yeah, no, it's Minecraft is number one.
Fuck yeah, that's cool. I like Minecraft.
Over 200 million sales.
200 million.
Tetris was 100 million.
Wait, hold on. 200 million?
Yes.
That's nothing.
What are you talking about?
I didn't even know it was that low. I mean, like, that probably is the actual number, but...
I'm looking at Wikipedia right now.
200 million. I mean, there's 7.7 billion people on Earth. You'd have to think the best-selling video game of all time.
Not everyone plays video games.
I do get that, but, I mean, we got 1.7 billion people in China.
Minecraft is the best-selling video game of all time, having sold 200 million copies worldwide.
And I'm 2 of those copies.
Yeah.
And then, see, there's that. Then there's people out there that have bought it on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and PC.
I'm sure that they all count.
Yeah.
And then you know it was number 2?
Tetris or GTA?
GTA. And then Tetris was 3.
GTA 5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's crazy how long that game's lasted.
Dude, 2013.
And it's still not bad. I mean, it's still serviceable.
I got on like a month ago. It's still...
People are still playing it.
Same old GTA. GTA is one of my favorite games. It's just one of those games where like you can get on without a plan and just fuck around and just blow shit up. I don't know.
Yeah. It's the same kind of sandbox thing that you find with Minecraft. You just do whatever.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out as you go.
Exactly. God, that's my favorite thing about Minecraft is you just let the reins loose and go. Yeah. I'm not gonna dabble into Minecraft.
All right. You have anything you want to say?
I do have a closing topic.
Oh, okay.
Just imagine a world where there are no countries. It's humankind. Every human is working together for one goal, or like to leave Earth or something like that. Imagine a world where it wasn't where it wasn't USA, China, and even though those
Russia.
That was my third example.
USSR.
Exactly. Like, what if we all just were one species? Because we don't treat it like that.
Pangea, baby.
Yeah.
Gotta go back to Pangea.
Oh my gosh. Would you? Okay. Now for a would you rather.
All right.
I put this on my Instagram story. Would you rather see dinosaurs or aliens? Actually, I think I asked you this in Florida.
I think you did. I said dinosaurs.
Yeah, seeing dinosaurs would be cool. I think I would see aliens. Just because when you think of alien, you'll think of your personal depiction of what you think an alien would look like. But an alien could look like anything.
Yeah, it could.
An alien is just something that's not from Earth.
Yeah, and an alien could look like...
Giant penis.
The alien from the movie.
Alien. Yeah. That would be fucking...
And then it kills you. So that's why I want to see dinosaurs. And I don't want to overcomplicate things. We already know dinosaurs exist. We don't know about aliens. So I'm going to stick with the dinosaurs. I find comfort in the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are cool. I can ride dinosaurs while you're being killed by an alien. So... Didn't think about that, did you?
Checkmated me.
Very nice.
Well, it's been a good episode, number 8.
Yeah. It's been okay. I mean, it wasn't great. I mean, I know I was great. I don't know how.
Yeah, I was kind of quiet. I'm sorry about being quiet. I don't know. I need to assert myself more.
So let's work on that. Okay. Thanks.